Well, good afternoon, everybody. A very warm welcome to a very warm Nürburgring. We're in the west of Germany. We're near to the Eiffel Mountains, and we're here for round 5 of the FIA Formula 2 Championship. The red lights come on, the engine notes begin to rise, and we'll go down towards the first corner. They will charge the hairpin. It's a good start for Marinescu. He goes across defensive. He's going to get the lead of the race. He's going to get ahead of Becchetta. Becchetta, though, he's going to get down on the inside on the way to the hairpin. He's on the outside. He's going to run wide, but Becchetta will be on the inside line for the next turn. I think will hold the place back there. So it's a good effort there from Dan McKenzie. Got Kevin Morocco, who was having a real big go on the inside, and Kevin couldn't quite find a way past. I can see in the distance there, Kevin having another go at the inside to get out of Becchetta, but it doesn't work out. Morocco then tucks in behind. Daniel McKenzie, he's 4 still, but he's under attack from Matteo Tuscia in the green number 12 car, the 15-year-old. Just behind, you can see Daniel McKenzie struggling. He's lost a place. In fact, Tuscia got through and passed him on the way through the turn. You got Fontana, you got Christopher Zanella making a decent start as well. They've all made it safely through the hairpin for the first time, which is a relief. And the field being led by Mihai Marinescu. Becchetta there, really more worried about keeping his second place, James, than attacking for the lead of the race.
He's got a championship to think about now. He might say it's too early, but with 4 wins out of 4, you're going to be thinking about the end result. It was nice to see quite a clean start there. Morocco compromised himself, I think, by almost overlapping for the first place. So if he just held back, maybe he could have kept that second position.
Yeah, that Zamparelli spins there. That's a real shame for Dean after a great start to the race, picking up a couple of places. Temporarily stalled the engine. They go through Ad Van Boden towards the NGK chicane at the end of this boost zone, but coming out of here and into the final corner at Coca-Cola Curve, there will be the second boost zone, which basically gives them a run down towards turn 1. But he's got to get a good exit out of the corner, James. It's all very well having boost, but if you can't be close enough out of the turn, he's not going to be able to use it.
Christopher seems to be really quick in the places that don't offer him an overtaking opportunity.
Frustratingly, yeah.
It will be very frustrating for him, and the longer this happens, the more they're going to fall into the clutches of the guy behind.
Looks like he's used his boost now, though, doesn't it? Defensive on the inside, but Daniel McKenzie trying to go around the outside of him. Here is Zanella there, wheel to wheel here, but he's not going to make it through.
He's up the inside still.
Well, possibly. He's got it. He's done it just about. McKenzie's going to hang on around the outside there, but I think he'll have to give second best. And that was brave stuff there from the Swiss driver. He hadn't really got fully alongside, but he knew if he could just hang on around the outside there, with the left-hander coming up, he might be able to sneak through. Daniel didn't make it easy for him, but that was a good move from Zanella, who actually didn't look that close as he came out of the final turn onto the start-finish straight, but he must have just about done enough. So good move that, to get himself now up into what will be 5th place. So that was a change for 5th position. Zanella then has picked up 2 places since the start of this race. Now here's a replay. And this is a battle between Sureswaran, number 5, getting ahead of Snegerev. That's for 13th place. Good move that for the Indian driver. Okay, so we're just about at half distance in this 20-lap race, 20 laps and 40 minutes, whichever comes first. There's the battle on the move that James Gordon has been talking about, Christopher Zanella, but this is the battle on the move. Look at Kevin Morocco weaving this way than that to try and keep behind him. The number 12 car of Matteo Tuscia, who on the way to the chicane, they got very close to him. And weaves again, pops his nose out, trying to, on the way to the Coca-Cola curve, put some pressure on. This is the second boost zone now that they are in. And as long as you press your boost button within that zone, even if it's right at the end of the zone, you'll still get your full 6 seconds of extra boost. Could be a chance here for Tuscia. He's going to have to go the long route around the outside. Here he's going for it, almost touch wheels on the way to the hairpin. Good stuff this from Kevin Morocco to keep him at bay. Oh, they're both right wide there. Out off the track almost goes Tuscia. He can't find a way through. Morocco gave him no room whatsoever there. And that was good defensive driving, just about on the limits, I would say, but he got away with it. Now, I'm afraid, out is Max Snegerev, the Russian driver, back into Formula 2, and the rear wing detached, and that looks very much as though he's made contact with the barrier, so that car was running near the back anyway, and Max gets out of the car, and put you too far back going into the second boost zone. You have to think about that too.
It's going to compromise you, and what we see now is Zanella within a second, so Zanella might just well boost past Tuscia on this occasion, because he's lined it up quite nicely. There goes the defence.
It's about to kick off. One goes this way, one goes the other. Right, attack or be attacked is the rule here for Matteo Tuscia. They're going to be 3 abreast on the way into the hairpin. Kevin Morocco lets them drift wide. Nobody overtakes anybody else. They both almost run off the track. And Matteo Tuscia's a quick learner here, isn't he? Because he did to Zanella exactly what was done to him 2 laps ago, I think. Right, through the very fast right-hander at Ad Van Boden, they go up to 6th gear, down towards 2nd gear it will be for the NGK chicane. It looks at the inside. Kevin Morocco defends. Don't try and go around the outside of him, Christopher. In fact, you might be in danger yourself of losing your place again to Matteo Tuscia, who tries to come back alongside him but can't quite make it. So Zanella gets a place, was almost greedy then and tried trying to get 2 places. And that then always lock up there from Tuchel, who almost runs into the back of his fellow Swiss driver. And here's Morocco on the defence again. Right, okay, got to go around the outside there because the inside line is covered. But again, Zanella gets through, use the boost presumably, and gets through before he even gets to the braking zone. And another place gained. And this, I think, by far, James, is Christopher's best race of the year. Right, 19 of the 20 laps have been complete. Mihai Marinescu had a great start to the race. Didn't have to go too defensive, was helped then by the fact that Becchetta was having to defend his position from Kevin Morocco through the first couple of corners, and he has not put, as far as I can see, a wheel wrong. It's been a flawless drive. It's been a great way to bounce back after the disappointments and only the 1 point that he scored in the 2 races at Portugal, and this is going to throw him back into the championship fight. A good weekend here. The Romanian is looking very strong, very comfortable. Becchetta likewise hasn't really got any pressure during these final couple of corners of the race. And Mihai Marinescu is almost home now. He hasn't really relented the pace. He's heading down towards the chicane for the final time. After that is just the right-hander through the Coca-Cola curve to go. That's the 3rd gear corner, down to 2nd. From 6th to 2nd they go then. Stack from 3rd to 4th, a short shift into 4th, and then back down to 3rd gear for the final corner. And Mihai is almost home now. They'll be waving him through on the pits. They'll be cheering him on, his family and friends, because here he is with just a few yards to go now. Mihai Marinescu wins round 5 of the FIA Formula 2 World Championship. And what a great battle behind there was for 3rd. Becchetta is 2nd, Zanella with a wonderful drive through to 3rd place. And they can see the top 10, 31 seconds covering them. Only 3.4 seconds. There was never more than 4 seconds between the top 2 cars. Christopher Zanella flying in the end, was only a couple of seconds behind Luciano Becchetta. Had it been a 25-lap race, I think Luciano might have had a bit of work to do at the end of that race. A very, very happy Mihai Marinescu, who's been accosted already by his crew. Clenched fist, and he is going to leap out of that car in a second. Great performance that there has been for the race leader Becchetta, also with a very solid drive.
Mihai Marinescu, congratulations on your 2nd win in the FIA Formula 2 Championship.
Thank you. I've got nothing really to say about this race. Just, the start wasn't that good. A little bit of a wheel spin, but then just concentrating on doing quick laps.
We were from the sidelines thinking maybe you pushed hard at the beginning, but you seemed to manage your tyres well.
Yeah, I thought the same at one point during the race, but then I noticed that the drop-off wasn't that bad, and I continued in the same rhythm. I think I had 1 or 2 laps where I didn't really push that hard, but yeah.
And will we see the same tomorrow?
I really want to do the same thing tomorrow. I just have to focus for tomorrow, reset after the podium, and then concentrate for tomorrow's quali.
Well done, Mihai.
Thanks.